So Putra is back. And Elton Tsang's limp is back. What else is back? The mystery cards?
That they are, and they've been applied to Ivey. So we'll black out whatever is responsible for this raise to 20,000.
Oh. 8-8 suited, downed.
Yeah, I was just thinking how promptly that hit the mug. A little bit peculiar. Elton hangs in there with the king-queen. Flops an open-ender on the Jack-10-4 board. Checking over with the flow of play.
Round of checks is going to give Elton Tsang the straight.
Nuts.
And he's going for the check. Trying to get Ivey to bet. There we go. Do we check raise now or continue to slow play? There's a lot of reason to check raise the turn just because your opponent could have a decent piece that can pay off. To check back this flop and then get check raised, it's quite scary because of the straight nature of the board. He's still going to make the call, so maybe Ivey's got like a 2-pair set of 9s with the queen. Not what Elton wants to see.
4-liner on board. Any queen X shares the king high straight with Elton.
There probably is a little bit of ace queen in Phil Ivey's range. Check back flop, bet call turn. Definitely reasonable. It is very difficult for Elton to get called by worse as played right now.
Remember, it was, as you mentioned, Randy, check, check, flop, check, raise, turn. Ivey hung in there, and he was the pre-flop raiser in the face of the Elton limp. And now Elton checking over. And obviously this could potentially induce Ivey to bet, unable to beat the king high straight. But it also protects Elton from being blown off of it if he were to try to value bet. And now just look at how meaty this sizing is from Phil. Begins to feel as though at best we're chopping.
You are a lucky man, Phil Ivey.
Oh, and the ace queen is there.
Elton knew it.
Wow.
When he said, "You're a lucky man."
Wow.
Yikes.
钢铁要圈有什么办法？啊，你
Wow. I mean, definitely a candidate.
No. So Watts is very ICM savvy. He'll wait. He'll stay patient. Very excited to see the likes of Michael Watson, Daniel Dvoress at this final table. Dvoress with a couple of 8s has Schwan out-pipped. It is a 9-handed table.
Schwan started the hand with 37 bigs.
Let's see 3-dealer. Jack 6-5 and, well, potential for Schwan to lose further chips here, Randy. Only one overcard to the 7s. Has that 7 of diamonds kind of interacting with the 5-6 of diamonds as well? We know Dvoress won't be going anywhere to a c-bet.
Yeah, she'll probably lose a little bit of chips here on the flop. Depending on turns and rivers, there could be a small value to be sought from Dvoress. But for now, it should be Bet small, check call.
Does Daniel ever check raise this combo, by the way? Just out of curiosity. Just to get a little bit more clarity on where he's at in the hand.
I don't think you get a little bit of clarity, but when you get called, it's very murky. So you don't want that.
Oh
Wow.
my word.
Jesus. That's the card where you keep betting on the turn.
7 of spades.
He's expecting a lot of turn check through on this card because this 7 improves the big blind's range. And he wants to, you know, charge the overcards. It's a board freezing card because straights get there that the big blind has more of. Therefore, like an overpair or a jack, they're less likely to raise you. So you can kind of set the price. Lots of good things from the lead. It's also very dicey because they're super deep. You would hate to somehow get all of the chips in on the turn. Okay, we see black's being cut out, so that's a raise.
Hold on, Randy.
Well, you think she's just...
Hold on now, here it is. 1.2 by the looks of it, 1.3. So near 4x raise. Yeah.
There's a lot of things going on here because he's thinking, well, the hand that for value that's most likely raising is like 8-9, right? A straight. But you got 2 8s in your hand. You block that. So what's the value? Is it like pocket jacks? Is it sets? Is this ever a pair trying to raise and just check back the river, like an overpair ace jack? You know. And if that's the case, then there is a consideration of, you know, making a playback if you think those hands will just raise fold. But we don't know. That's hard to say.
So you think he might try and get a hand like ace-jack to fold?
I don't know if he thinks those hands would raise. That's a question, you know, he would know the answer to.
He's going to make the call. Sizable pot brewing here. This is the second hand. Second or third hand, sorry.
Oh my god, is that a serious river card? That turn and river is insane for these two hands.
Schwan 7's reduced to a bluff catcher.
I kind of like a lead for Dvoress. Schwan's got a lot of check back. All the sets will check back with that river card. There's probably not that many diamonds from Schwan that's willing to raise the turn because they don't want to get blown off their equity, given how deep they are. Yeah, I love that he's leading. This makes a lot of sense. Try to get some crying calls out of your opponent.
Doesn't even go that big.
I can't really think of a hand she beats. As played.
Oh, that's a great laydown. That's a great laydown. Didn't even take too much time. No like emotional attachment to the hand. Just let it go.
I cannot outstraddle you guys.
Really? I thought you're the king of the straddler. You're the head of the
Mystery
party.
card time.
I know.
Block out Ton's hand here as he makes it 7,000 to
rehab.
go.
You're the king of the straddler. Tony,
Mateos.
knock back down to the
Ace
straddle.
king.
Oh, I can.
3 bets all the way up to 32.
You represent it. You're the leader of the bunnies.
Yeah, well, I'm happy. That's why I'm happy to not straddle.
We all learn from you. Yeah. We all look up to
We
you,
said it
Tony.
over and over, is that Tan Schwan's got an appetite
The game is nice.
for deep stacks.
The game
He's
is
got
nice.
position here.
By the way, we didn't talk about his result during day 3. He might be carrying some trauma. Was kind of steady up at a $500,000 win for the bulk of the first 3 frames, and then all of a sudden, a bit of a tailspin. Ended up stuck. I think he finished slightly in the green.
Slightly in the green.
But, you know, tilted for sure, steamy
He
about
wa-
not having booked the big W.
He definitely was.
10 high board as he digs in for 32 in position, 71,000 in the middle. This was not the texture Adrian had in mind, and I'm not sure how often he's been tasked with tussling with the likes of a Tan Schwan. But it hasn't left him bashful about a C-bet of 40,000.
You know, this type of board is actually all in Tan Schwan's range. He can even have 2 pair.
Big pots post-flop, in particular with the betting lead and position. And this kind of spot where a lot of times he'll assign you 2 big cards and become doubtful of whether or not you've got it. He does pretty well, and he likes to float. He likes to peel. He doesn't like, however, the ace of hearts on the turn. If he had you on the big stuff, like ace king, ace queen.
Rule for bunnies is to straddle only.
I'm gonna bet again. This makes sense. You got top pair, top kicker.
Bunny wait. That's the key for bunny. The bunny, the first rule for bunnies.
90,000 into 151, being mulled over.
Bunny doesn't even think about that. Bunny is just surviving. Don't forget. Bunny is just surviving, eating grass. There is the big boss. The bunny is here. We're teaching the rules for straddling.
Tom makes the call, and by the way, a lot of his posture
Two big bunnies.
suggests ace king is performing very, very well.
Fresh.
And it's
You went for a run.
doing a little bit better here on the river.
Would be very confident if at ace king now, because now you got top 2 pair. Sure, maybe you're up against a 2 pair at some point, but now you're feeling good. This has got to be value time.
他很妒忌的。
我看了一个视频，100万的 pot， 哈死了。
几点钟开始可以看的？4点。
I think Adrian was comfortable enough with the ace king given what he was observing across the way on the turn from Tan, but even more cozy with aces up. He fires 168,000.
So he's betting half the pot.
说什么 ？S King? S King?
Bingo.
Only.
Wow, how do you make that statement? Ace queen didn't go all in.
All in. All in.
He said all
All
in.
in.
He said all in. He said all in.
He said all in. He said all in.
He said all in.
All in.
Oh, this is awkward.
He said all in. All in. Now you can.
You can decide.
You can fold, you can call.
Yeah.
It's a nice hand. It's qualified.
He said all in. Yeah. Everybody has all in.
At least you have a nice hand. Qualified hand.
He did say all in, yeah, pretty sure.
He just wanted to show his hand is qualified. How much?
I heard all in as well, Randy, but
too.
apparently the dealer did not. He announced call in. This is why Adrian's on his back. His ace king is face up, but granted that his is the only action that remains, it isn't quite as big a deal as it could have otherwise been. But now there's a little bit of meta because you got Tan over there. He knows you have ace king. He's saying you can fold, you can call.
I know, right?
And a lot of live reads might go into this decision now. Queen Jack is obviously what's being represented by Tan.
I mean, Tan's repping a set too, right? And the whole table sees you have ace king here and you're contemplating folding. This is a lot going on. This
So a
doesn't
set
feel
on the
good.
flop is what? Now the call does get made, and Tan did have top set. What a brutal run out for Adrian as he polishes off the first bullet inside of the first orbit.
没有死抓头，不然早就干光了。
How about asking? You got ace queen, ace king?
没
I'm
有
all
，Elton
in.
说死抓了一圈，然后他说不愿意。
Wow. How do you think Adrian feels about this? First time playing a big high stakes cash game, $500,000 gone just like
Yeah.
that.
I know you don't speak Spanish, Randy, but I think you'll appreciate my response as I
The worst thing
deliver
is
it
having ace king out
in
of position
Adrian's native tongue.
with big stacks.
I think he feels
When you
no
qualify.
bueno.
哦，他我说 all in，他直接
那个有
秀
风那
牌，
个
我以为他大直的秀牌。
I would check fold. River.
因为老外就是有这种习惯嘛，
Yeah.
比如说他 nuts 了，别人 all in 他就直接开嘛。我是 nuts，
Body scan.
Fold.
Ace king.
Yeah.
要直
Bunny always.
我要搞晕了，
I
我
play careful.
狗皮的。
With big stacks you can. It's like
9-7 suited, similar architecture for Elizabeth being played as a flat against this jungle open, which is the spirit of Aaron Tsang, basically.
Aaron really likes the jack 8 suited as well, you know?
Yeah, oh yeah.
3-bet called by Kate's. Chen. Closing action. There's $149,000 in the middle, and we've got ace jack, jack 9, and 9-7.
So we head to the ace 8 deuce ultra dry board, just fine by ST. Elizabeth bookending the 8 of spades.
What about? Which? Here?
ST's gonna main control.
There's some.
Okay, I go to the toilet. I don't.
Club around. There's
That's
some-
20% pot. Elizabeth Chen is floating here. Wrapped
seen
in,
her
straddling that 8 of spades.
I mean, we have seen her do some very interesting things on the day, especially I think in spots like this where if ST
Water was
didn't
cold.
have an ace and he was just barreling, we see
Right.
he improves to the nut flush draw to go with that ace. But you anticipate the checks out of position into you, and then you can try to take it or assess once that happens.
Yeah, this is actually, if she did not improve this turn, she most definitely would be looking to bet. She might still, but SC, when he bets the flop 20%, checks turn, he has a lot of air. He has like kings and queens that maybe you can move off of. And she hits the 9, running 9s to take the lead.
This is remarkable. ST felt like he had so much hand that he didn't need to bet it. And this is going to be so concealed. What 9 combo is supposed to be across the way?
Does not exist.
Except when it does.
And this is going to be dicey. 70K into 200.
She's not flatting, my friend.
No, she's jamming. ST is going to be a bit confused. Like, really? You're going to check the turn and jam now?
I really like this out of Elizabeth because the vibe that I'm getting as I sit here prior to the anticipated raise is one of uncertainty and genuine deliberation, which of course is offset by the 2 little words all in.
This line is so confusing to ST. ST should not expect Elizabeth Chen to have like an ace-queen in this spot. They probably wouldn't be jamming the river. They might even bet the turn when checked too. He knows that he bet so small on the flop and might have induced some floats, so maybe he can craft some bluffs.
Finds the fold, Randy.
我告诉你，不许看，
反正2天之后他们让我把他们说
不许看。
I think Tom gets paid there.
Tan wants to look so bad. She's like, no, you're not allowed to look.
Yeah.